Good evening. Glad to have you here on this Thursday. I'm Brendan Clark.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Carolyn Murray. We begin with developing news. Disbarred attorney Alec Murdaugh has been charged in the murders of his wife Maggie and son Paul.
The charges come 13 months after the two were found shot and killed on their home property. News 2's Riley Benson reports these charges a major development in these investigations.
Yeah, Brendan Kelly, these charges coming out of Colleton County, where a state grand jury met this morning to present evidence against Alec Murdaugh. Alec now faces 2 murder charges, 2 weapons charges, but the Attorney General giving few evidence, little details as to what actually happened on the night of June 7th, 2021.
I need the police to answer immediately. My wife and child got badly.
June 7, 2021, Alec Murdaugh claimed to arrive home from visiting his dying father to find his wife and son shot to death, providing what his defense called an ironclad alibi, but some say it didn't add up.
But as you start to peel back the layers, it all starts to look a little contrived.
Few leads coming in the murder investigations in the months to follow. However, Murdaugh would find himself in separate legal trouble, accused of stealing millions of dollars from clients. Attorney Ronnie Richter represents the family of one of Murdaugh's alleged victims. He says being thorough was important.
You know, the state had the luxury of time to really take their time, to measure twice and cut once, to make sure they were doing it right. This murder case is going to be more circumstantial. It's going to be more based on forensics. It's going to be more expert-driven.
New evidence emerged in recent months, including more than 100 jailhouse calls. As the one-year anniversary came and went without a break, Alec can be heard asking about Paul and Maggie's graves.
Will you see to it that flowers get out?
Yeah, in fact, my mom texted me about that this morning.
I mean, for Maggie and Paul.
The call, one of the few times that Murdaugh mentions his late wife and son in the calls, Richter says that raised a red flag.
It's inconceivable that a father and a husband who's grieving the loss of a wife and a son doesn't so much as ask, well, what's going on?
The charge is finally shedding some light on the long investigation. He's accused of killing his wife with a rifle, his son with a shotgun. Meanwhile, the attorneys for Murdaugh are insisting on his innocence, releasing a statement that says, quote, Alec wants his family, friends, and everyone to know that he did not have anything to do with the murders of Maggie and Paul. He loved them more than anything in the world, end quote.
Now, we do know that Alec Murdaugh will face a bond hearing in Colleton County next Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. on these weapon and murder charges. He'll go before Judge Clifton Newman. For now, live, Riley Benson, Count on 2.
Reaction coming in from across the state after news of the murder charges. Tonight we are hearing from people in Colleton County where the Murdaugh family is well known. News 2's Raymond Owen spoke with people who've been following the case closely.
A lot of people here in Walterboro have thoughts and opinions on this case, but not very many of them want to talk about that on camera. This is where the grand jury met in secret this morning, and they decided there was enough evidence to warrant indictments for murder and possession of a weapon during the commission of a violent crime against Murdaugh, the Colleton County Courthouse. I walked from the courthouse itself all the way down through the shopping district here in Walterboro, talking to people on the streets and inside businesses. A common theme amongst people I spoke with here about the indictments is that they're not surprised.
I'm not really surprised. He did a lot of things wrong. Like I say, he did a lot of things and hid a lot of things from everybody, tried to, and I'm not surprised at anything he gets.
A bond hearing on these new charges will be set at some point in the future, but right now Murdaugh is already in jail in Richland County on unrelated charges. In Walterboro, I'm Raymond Owens. Count on 2.